Thank you so much for joining us. We just saw that video of you introducing former President Obama and his gratitude and thanks to you for the work you're doing. Can you tell us what has that experience been like and what is your mission there at the COP26?
Oh, thank you so much, Thomas, for having me. It's been a humbling and just unbelievable experience here at COP26. I am so grateful. So I'm filled with gratitude. I'm filled with humility and so much respect for Obama and his foundation, as well as the delegation that I'm with here, the It Takes Roots delegation, who gather Indigenous frontline communities to offer solutions and discuss ways we can address climate change. So this experience has been, man, it's really been perspective broadening for me, and it has also been it's been validating in a way where I get to meet other Indigenous communities, members of Indigenous communities, other leaders from around the world who are experiencing the same things we are, when it comes to militarization, climate change, colonialism, colonialism. And so all of that coming together here at COP26, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here.
And what are some of your main priorities when you're there? I believe this is probably one of the first times we've had such a presence, especially as the Northern Marianas on a global international stage. What are some of the main agenda items?
Yes, so thank you for asking. Coming out here, my goals really were to raise awareness, gather allies, and unify voices, just as I mentioned in the introduction of President Obama. And so far, that's been working out very well. But, ultimately, anytime I travel off island, the goal is to gather resources that I can bring home, whatever that may look like, knowledge, point of contact, funding opportunities. It's, at the end of the day, it's really about helping my community move forward, helping my community heal and find solutions to the major issues that we're facing. So I feel like it's been a great day for that. I'm not sure if you were aware that I was also a part of a roundtable with President Obama. So right after the introduction of President Obama, I was rushed through the back door. We got in a car and we headed to the location where the roundtable was hosted by the Obama Foundation and Columbia University. In a room of about 12 leaders from around the world, we got to sit down with President Obama for about 2 hours. And, that's where I really got to ask him some follow-up questions since the last time I met him in Malaysia.
And what are some of the particular issues that you've been touching on as it impacts climate change? I know that's a big, umbrella, but as it impacts Micronesia and the Northern Marianas, are there some specific items that you've been advocating for?
Oh, yes, for sure. For sure. The most specific item on the agenda that I'm advocating for is demilitarization. The US military is the largest consumer of fossil fuels. It is the largest polluter in the world, and we cannot begin to address climate change if we don't address militarization. And so, when I first learned I was coming out here to COP26, I asked if it was on the agenda. Being a politician, I'm very familiar with agendas, right? And it's very important to see what is up for discussion. And militarization was not on it. And so at the roundtable with President Obama and the other leaders, I brought that up because if not here, then where? Where is the space to speak of militarization for these countries, for the leaders, the big leaders of the world? And if this space exists, I'd like to know so that I can attend. And so, that's one thing that I asked him. I also I also brought up the point of accessibility. This has been the most inaccessible COP in history. I've had to fly over the Pacific Ocean, the United States continent, and the Atlantic Ocean to get here. And it was not easy. Travel was 4 days for me because of COVID guidelines in countries, because of rerouting and delays. You know, we must reimagine the way we gather because we often emphasize having a seat at the table. And sometimes it's just hard to get to the table. So, do we need to build our own table? You know, what are some ways we can just begin talking about this inaccessibility? 1/3 of Pacific Island leaders did not make it to COP this year. And that was reported before I even arrived. So, you know, that's not what we want to see, right? We want to see fair and equitable representation. So, so this whole time I've really been focusing on sharing stories from the Mariana Islands, how our sacred lands and our waters and our oceans, our marine mammals are being threatened by militarization, the toxicity that exists that have been here since World War II. And now there are more plans for destructive training activities to occur in the Mariana Islands. You know, talking about the health of our people and how all of this will impact our future as the Mariana Islands. So it's, you know, it's a lot of good conversations happening around here.
And what do the next few days look like? How much more time do you have left there? What does it look like wrapping up for you there? And then obviously when you're here, we hope to catch up with you as well.
Oh yes, for sure. For sure. When I come back, I'd love to catch up with you. So I will be here until Friday. The next couple of days look like panels for me. I'm going to be sitting on a couple of panels to speak about militarization that's happening in the Mariana Islands and the Pacific. I'm also going to be, I've been invited to sit on a panel with other Pacific Islanders. So I look forward to that. It's really been a whirlwind of an experience so far. And so we get requests to sit on panels at the very last minute. You know, we get invitations to events same day or day before. And so, you know, who knows what else is on the agenda for me, but I'm taking every opportunity as they come along.
All right, thank you so much, Representative Sheila Babauta. I know it's just late in the evening for you. We appreciate your time and we look forward to sitting down with you to learn more about your work at COP26 and the work that you've been doing in the Marianas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thomas. Can I just say one last thing?
Yes, go for it.
Yes, I just want to thank all the youth that have inspired me to come here to COP. In Saipan, I'm invited all the time to give talks in classrooms, and I always say yes because it's something that I love to do. And it's the youth that have been asking me about climate change. And it is because of you that I'm here. So I'm here in Glasgow, Scotland, bringing, you know, the people of the Marianas with me.
Beautiful message. Again, thank you so much, Representative. Appreciate your time.